That's a good way of putting it. You're BC, right?
Prayer march for forgiveness for anyone just joining. People from all over the world, all different creeds, all different nationalities, all different beliefs coming together in forgiveness and prayer. Every generation. Only message is forgiveness and prayer and love.
Oh, no, no. So, what's happening right now is that the north shore of Staten Island is getting gentrified. They're bringing in like coats and all these other shit.
And trying to just like kind of go through the process and figure out what's after that.
So I'm not really sure what this is.
Probably
8,000 they said?
yeah, 8,000 or I'm not sure. We just heard that from Richard.
Yeah, that's true. Need verification.
I guess at least 4,000.
Yeah.
It's growing.
This is true action. Peace and prayer. All people coming together. This is the message right here.
So the way I've been in the past.
Sharing pure prayer, pure forgiveness for all. One people, one tribe. So I'm just running around behind the building to keep up and catch up the front of this again. Anyone who's just joining, this is a prayer march. It's love and forgiveness. If you notice the silence as people are walking, if you notice the look in the eyes, the message is being shared. This is about forgiving all. This is about forgiving the officers who don't know and understand, and showing them love and forgiveness, the DAPL workers and everyone.
Solidarity with Standing Rock. Keep the water clean. Show love. Forgiveness. Solidarity.
This is about forgiveness and being together.
war and peace and forgiveness arriving at Morgan County Sheriff's Department.
When I posted this,
I guess they have a little bit of competition. So that's so they might like a lot of it.
If anyone's got an account at Wells Fargo, now's the time to take your money out.
Oh, would it be like a retired sled dog or something? Yeah.
Oh, most of them are. Wells Fargo's the ones every
Again, we're focused on peace and prayer and forgiveness at this time on this march.
My fingers crossed that my blessings back. And then even the smaller credit unions are connected to something bigger.
hoping I just would have been so nice to be able to hear live on Facebook if I had charged up my phone, but oh well.
Are you streaming this live right now on Facebook?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's older, so it's not like.
Are true, such as trespassing, and some of which are not true, such as rioting. And please ask for prayers on their families. Ask for prayers on their children, on their mothers. And please get off the road. Please get off the road. As we smudge the courthouse, we ask for the human family to come back into unity. Just as we stand before this courthouse, which is founded on the punitive justice model, we come here today with the justice model of our ancestors, which is the justice model of restorative justice, whereby we confront the perpetrator with love, with kindness, with care, with prayers for salvation, that they could come back into themselves and do what is truly just. So as we stand here, we not only pray for the judges, we not only pray for the clerks, we not only pray for the policemen that bring our people in and out of here, we also pray for the many indigenous peoples and non-indigenous peoples whose futures will be decided here. They may have to live with unjust charges. So we make a prayer here that we can have all of our people set free from things that they did not do. We pray for all of our people to live a life where they're not beholden to this courthouse month after month. We pray for our people to not be tied down by felony charges that they do not deserve to have. And also, of course, we pray for our relatives, the judges here. We pray for them that they can have a clear heart, a clear mind, a clear spirit when they make these decisions. And we say to the judges, we say we love you. We love you. We love you as our brothers and our sisters. And we wish for you only the very best, just as we wish for our people only the very best. And this, what we're doing, this ceremony, is restorative justice. And so thank you all for being a part of it. When we get to the police station, stay on the sidewalk. We're going to create a circle around the police station. Please, no facial masks. Please, no whooping or hollering. If possible, we want them to understand we're here in the spirit of walking Tonje. Na Waushila, forgiveness and humility. So we come in that way. We create that circle around them. We'll make some prayers. We'll have a few speakers. And then we'll go back out the way we came. And also, if there's someone who needs to get through out of the doorway of the police station, let them through. We don't want to block traffic. There's many battles to fight, but we're not fighting that one today. We're fighting the battle inside of our hearts to respond to hatred with love. Hoka! Hoka!
Oh. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
What's your guys' name?
We've got twin streams going.
Hey guys, this is about prayer and love and forgiveness. It releases us all and allows us to live in pure love.
Oh, nice work.
If you're watching from another country, put your country in the comments, please. I send forgiveness from and your country. Thank you, Florida. Thank you, Canada. Thank you, Toronto. Minnesota, thank you. Wisconsin, forgiveness, thank you. Thank you, Oregon. Thank you, Ohio. Michigan. India, thank you for standing with us, India. Oklahoma, thank you. We love you. Vermont, thank you. California, thank you. Cali, thank you. Michigan. Temuka Territory weeps and forgives. Thank you, Little Rock, Arkansas. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. California. Yes, these people walking are the very people that were sprayed. That is the exact message.
Gotta keep everyone safe, okay? Hey guys, how's it going?
Good morning, thank
Hey,
you.
Good morning. Absolutely.
California, Russia, Netherlands, thank you. Thank you. Texas, thank you. Cross Valley, California, thank you. Together with love and peace and forgiveness, we can stand strong. Thank you.
Oh, she is with.
People need to fan out all the way around, either that direction or that direction, to create a circle around the entire courthouse. So in a single file line,
Of the Wells Fargo right behind him.
we're now
The force of unconditional compassion. The force of love. And I know that we are making our ancestors proud today.
Oh.
I'd like Cheryl Angel to share whatever's in her heart. Ina, Tiramaya, thank you for leading that walk.
This day has been a long time coming for the people who stood their ground on April 1st, for the people who have spent their time locked in these walls, for the people who are not here today, who are depending upon us to protect the water, for the people who have sent their prayers from around the globe. This day has been coming. Someone asked me, how long did this take to create? This day has been a long time coming. Our people have waited for this day for a few centuries, for something like this to happen, for communities who have been harsh, sometimes lethal, to my brothers and my sisters around the nation. This day is a day of reconciliation between the hearts of the people who have cried, who have asked you to listen, who have sent their voice so that they could be heard, so people will understand the sacredness that we hold to water, to land, to our children, to your children. Your children need you to be forgiven, so they don't have to carry your trauma like we have, like you have, for centuries now. That time is now. Wana Wahi! We're here. You're here. This is the time now where love and unity and vision come together, where our traditions have led us this far. They say, have pity on those who have hurt you. They say, love those who do not know how to show love. So we're here today to show you what love looks like. It looks like this. People praying. We have been praying for months. And people call us rioters. That hurts. We have been praying in solidarity with groups from along the path of that Missouri River. People have been praying for months for this atrocity, for this dependence on fossil fuel to end, because we're better than that. This world deserves love. This community deserves forgiveness. The people in those badges deserve forgiveness. Forgive me if I've done anything wrong to cause you harm. That's not my intention. We are not here to harm anybody. We are not here to hurt you. We are here to forgive you and look at you like our family. You are all our family. We want you to recognize that. Stand with us. Be on the right side of history, the side of history that protects the future of mankind. Our family, your family, our children, your children. These officers in here have a terrible job, and they've been bad at it. So we want to forgive them. We want to extend the love that we have for our children to their children, the love that we have for our family to their family. The prayers that we have put down for months are not just for us, they're for everybody's water. The prayers that we walk with, we walked for all your water, not just, we don't call it our water. We're a world family. We deserve clean water amongst the world. All of us deserve clean water. Tuntashila gave us clean water. We need to protect it so our children can drink clean water. We need to protect this relationship that we just have created, this family that we just have created. We need to protect it with love. We need to cherish it like a baby and hold it and honor it and remember it and teach it and nurture it and let it grow. Because what we have started here is just a small step that we have to go. There are thousands of communities who need to hear something good. They need to hear that they've been forgiven. And so we have been forgiving today. We have been loving today. We have been praying today. You have all come here because you know that this is the right thing to do for us to get to the next level, for us to remain human, for us to honor our elders. Our ancestors are looking down on us today and they're smiling at us because they said, finally they get it. Finally we get it. So today is a victory for us. Wait. I take that back. Today is a day that I need to remain humble. Humble in your unity, humble in our solidarity, and my victories and my lilies I will stay for myself when I'm home. Lila.
So, this is a rather large building, collection of buildings. We have, I'm going to guess, a conservative guess of about 2,000 people encircling the Morton County Police Station. And maybe from a bird's eye view, it would look like we were on the offense. But we are not here to make an advance in any negative way. We are here to forgive. On October 27th, a great many of our friends and family were very severely hurt. My friend Monty had a taser gun pointed at his face, and it clipped to his face where he was electrocuted quite brutally. My brother, Buck, was apprehended, put in a dog kennel, had a number written on his arm, and starved for the whole day until they finally fed him late at night. We have sisters who were shot in the face with beanbag bullets. The welts are hard to look at. I have a sister, Claudia, who cannot breathe very well right now because she inhaled the mace sisters and brothers who have a hard time sleeping at night because the sound of beanbag bullets being fired and helicopters going overhead still rings in their memory. And they are plagued with PTSD. 140 people were arrested that day in their attempt to protect water. And so, when I finally held my other brother, Che, who was also arrested that day, when I first saw him, all I could do is cry. And all he could do is cry. Because we held each other and he was okay. And I was okay. And it was very difficult to withstand the excessive force that was used. Now, at this time, we must also say that we are not perfect people either. That we did things and we said things on that day, not all of us, but some of us, that were not in alignment with the spirit of Wounshila, humility. We said negative things to the police. There was various vehicles that were apprehended that did not belong to us. And so Woa Kik Tonje, from what my Onshi told me, does not only mean I forgive you, it also means I'm asking you to forgive me. And so we stand here today acknowledging that both sides stepped out of their center that day. And we also ask Creator to help us forgive. Because some of the things we witnessed, like a police officer grabbing a girl who had a cast on her arm and twisting it as hard as he could. A young woman whose arm was broken because the police had hit her with a baton and broke her arm a week prior. Those things are very hard to watch. Your blood starts to boil. You want justice. You want these people punished for what they did to your sister. But that punitive justice model is the root of the issue today. That we don't love each other and our imperfections. We don't love ourselves and our imperfections. And we know that even though the last thing we feel like doing is forgiving today, we know we must be brave, step up and do this anyways. Because this is the medicine that will heal the world. The elders say that this is the strongest medicine in the world, is forgiveness. And so we're not only here to relieve ourselves of the burdens, but I, for one, am here to say to the policemen and women that we love you. And we wish for you the best life. And we will not hold these things against you. But that we want you to be free. We want you to be free of guilt. Just like we want our brothers and sisters who are held in this building right now to be free. We want everyone to be free of the burdens of shame and guilt that we carry. All of us. And in the spirit of Creator's medicine, we ask for that burden to be lifted. Clean slate, begin again. And we're not only forgiving what happened, we're forgiving what's happening as we speak. With brothers and sisters who are some lawfully detained and some not lawfully detained in this building. And we hope that they can feel our love. We hope that they can feel our prayers in that cell. We hope that they can know we have not forgotten about them. And we will do our best to bring them out in freedom. Our brothers and sisters in uniform did not want to make any statement today. And that's okay. We know that our prayers transcend verbal communication and that they will enter their hearts and reach them that way instead. But we have made this prayer bundle. My sister Kalika Davis has made this prayer bundle. And the prayers in this bundle of tobacco are for the policemen and their families, that they can be healthy and happy and have as beautiful life as we're having today. So with that, I'd like to ask Denny to speak. He's a carrier of the language. And I think we can't reach what we're trying to say in English today. So I would ask him to share whatever he'd like to share. Right behind you there. Sorry.
I grew up here on Standing Rock and I'm from here. Like wherever you come from, we've inherited a number of diverging strands of stories that resulted from histories of different people. Some people didn't want to come to the reservations. Some people willingly came. Other people weighed the decisions, but all of them, like you, like me, they wanted to do what they could for their children and for the rest of the responsibilities that they had. And those of you that are Native North Americans, you're all well aware of the certain ways that those type of diverging histories or diverging stories, the different groups of people and what the leadership that directed those villages and bands and nations, how they have affected us today, and the state of affairs that we have and how that's related to the different states, the different military campaigns and the different platforms that have resulted on the other side among the Americans. But we're all trying to do something here together. And I think that it's important for people to realize the way that, in my opinion, when I was growing up, the way that a lot of the older people would talk about it, and I mean, you know, there's a lot of bad things that happened, and I'm sure that if any of you, I'm sure that a lot of people here know all about that. I'm sure that if any of the people here that are recording wanted to know anything about those types of unfortunate things or those malicious acts, there's a lot of people here that can talk to you for a long time about that. But those are the kinds of stories that people are told, and when you come from like a Native North American family, exciting it is when your aunt or your uncle or your grandma or your grandpa is out there taking down a deer, and it's a cool story and it's good to listen to. Likewise though, the stories of the unfortunate things that happened in our engagement with the Americans are also told in that same first person sort of detail. And the acts of violence and the acts which would now be universally understood as war crimes are also told in the same explicit first person detail. And they would tell us those things as kids. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people here, whether you're Native North American or not, where you have a lot of stories that are told like that. You grow up and you hear your family, and that's the reason why they tell it to you. They don't have the interest of trying to tell you a lopsided life that you come from. They love you, they care for you, and it's important for you to know the unfortunate things that have happened to your family, just as it's important for you to know and understand the bad things that your own family has done in the past as well. And let me tell you, my family has done some awful things. You know, there's things that they've done, but they would tell them to us, and they were important. We had to understand them. We had to learn from them. That was what they would tell us. Learn from your uncle, learn from your aunt, learn from your grandpa. And it could be like a grandpa that was sitting in the next room, or it was a grandpa that has been gone for a couple hundred years. But they would talk about them, and they would tell all of these things to us children. And they realized that when we were listening, they couldn't control the maturity level of us children. We were all at different levels of maturity, and you can try and couple the things that they're told and temper that, of course, by the different sorts of experiences that you encourage them to have and direct them. Not just letting kids run wild, but trying to direct them in how they learn and what kind of people they become. And we have different levels of maturity as children. And here to gather together today and what's going on at the camp and what's going on in other places, likewise in North America, there are a lot of different levels of maturity. And almost always when the level of responsibility upon the person or the group that has a sufficient or an adequate level of maturity often has to take the first step. And I think that that's what a lot of people feel that they're doing here. We want to take the first step. We want to try and initiate. We want to try and produce some results. We don't know exactly what those results are. We have hopes, we have desires, we have the things that we want to have happen, but the role that the other side has to play, the state government, for example, the police, the unwarranted and easy arguments can be made for the unlawful use of force that has been made by the state of North Dakota against the tribal people and the rest of the people who are standing with tribal people on Standing Rock. Nobody is trying to walk away from that. There's been Lila has been talking about the Native North American model of justice. That's important. That doesn't mean that none of the people here are trying to walk away from the lawsuit from doing the state or the American courts as something which should not be utilized. Those things are still undergoing. But we're trying to use all of the available means, and one of the things that they're trying to do is reaching back into their own deep well of history, of experience, of practice, of living, of just loving, however you want to describe it. But the tribal people, they know a lot of the things that what's happened. If you're an American, you probably had a small section in your history book dealing with Indians. Maybe you had a small blurb about Wounded Knee. the Indians here, they know what happened, and this is where they're at. They're trying to be peaceful, and having a certain degree of maturity, that is what they're trying to demonstrate. They are also reaching into that deep well of experience. Some of them, they don't have a lot of it. I don't think that they're that different from the other Americans in that respect, but they're making the effort. And when two people are sitting there in a fist fight, someone will have to stop at some point, or everybody's just going to be laying there. There is a certain degree of maturity that the people, the tribal people, the Native North American people are trying to demonstrate, and we've seen a lot of it already demonstrated. Guns were pointed at a group of people that were unarmed. I don't know where else that happens at. People were shot. Guns were fired. It's like normalized. So when it happened again a few days ago, oh, they shot them with rubber bullets again. They shot guns at them again. There is a certain amount of maturity that is demonstrated, and it is to the benefit of the state governments, the state agencies, as well as the federal, corresponding federal ones, to take heed. But it's also something that the people that are involved on our side, we have to take strength from that. We don't all come from this rich well of tribal tradition, this rich well of tribal language, this rich well of Native North America. And allow me to be the first one to say that I know a lot. The people that were my age when we were growing up, I'm a school teacher, and I just talk Indian to kids all day. There were a lot of other people my age that should have been doing this. Some of them are dead. Some of them are in other places where they're just unable to be doing the sort of work that I'm able to do. And so not all of us come from the sorts of places or have the same sorts of things that are available to us, but we have to try and reach and dig deep. And we have to use that to base some form of strength. And it's my hope that we can try and do that here and take from this the strength to take additional steps. I appreciate Lila for offering me the chance to speak, and I hope that everybody here maintains in the spirit of what everybody else is trying to do. But that's all I have to say. Thank you.
So we're just going to have two more speakers, and then we're going to head back. Continue to hold the prayer. Continue to hold the compassion for everyone in these buildings. Unconditional love means you give love without condition. Whether they have brown skin or white skin, whether they want the pipeline or they don't want the pipeline, there's no condition to our love. So when veterans, a lot of us here are veterans, when veterans come back from war and they have shot at someone, maybe in Afghanistan, maybe in Iraq, they come back and they're broken. They feel like they're broken. They carry deep shame, deep guilt, deep self-loathing for having shot at someone, or maybe even having killed someone. I have lots of friends who experience this. The hardest thing they think about when they come back from war is not what happened to them, but what they did to others. And that's its own form of PTSD. And so many of our policemen who were on that area on October 27th, they're suffering from that too. They've come back from a place where they shot at people, where they clubbed people, where they maced women in the face, where they tore sweat lodges apart and dragged people out half naked and handcuffed them and left them in the cold all day until they could put them in a dog kennel. This is a different kind of trauma than what we experienced that day. Neither is better, neither is worse. But we pray for them to be relieved of that trauma that veterans have after they have harmed someone. we pray for our own side to be healed too from that PTSD. Give it to the sky so we can have peace again in our hearts. So with that, I would like to ask Juan Blee of the Youth Council to share some words on why he's here today.
My name is Juan Blee Chinchala Redford. I represent the International Youth Council and I also represent myself. It's hard for us to forgive, but it's something that we must do. A lot of our youth council has been hurt in many ways by the police. She talked about my sister who got her arm broken on October 22nd and re-broken on October 27th. My brother was drugged out of an ipi, which is sweat, left half naked for hours, and finally came here to Martin County. We have our women warriors who are right there in the front lines, being maced 4 or 5 times a day, and they're willing to do it just to save our people and our land. We are here to say that we forgive the police, not only for ourselves, but for the police officers. Like my sister said, people do have PTSD. We will have PTSD, but also the police officers will too. And if we can help them with their post-traumatic stress disorder by just forgiving them, that's something that we can all do. We're a big family at Oceti Sakowin, Rosebud, and Sacred Stone. We all need to come together as one and do a prayer, which is what we're doing now. We come here in prayer and in forgiveness. It's very hard. It's very hard because a lot of us have been hurt, humiliated, and brutalized by the police officers. But if I'm willing to forgive and our youth council is willing to forgive, and I believe a lot of us should be. It's in our nature to forgive. We all gotta I'm sorry, you guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you too, guys. I love all of you. You're my family. You're the reason why I stay here. And it hurts me whenever I find out that a lot of you have been victimized by the police officers and brutalized. When I went to jail on the 27th of October, we were staying in dog kennels. They gave us numbers. I got arrested at 3:10 and I did not get to go to sleep until 1:30. About 12:30 a.m. is when I finally got booked. We were held in the rec room of Burleigh County, which was cold. And my experience was a lot easier than like most, especially for our women warriors. In their dog kennels, they had tarps covering them. In my dog kennel, there's 12 of us men squeezed in there. In the women's, there was about 20. A lot of the elders had to sleep on the floor until they were booked or until they were transferred. On October 22nd, the main person for our camp, whose name is Erin Wise, her and one of our other members were going around for about 11 hours looking for 2 of our members that was arrested. We all forgive them, and I hope you guys can forgive them too. That's all I have to say. I love you guys.
Love you.
I'd like to we have a sister in there by the name of Red Fawn, and her relative here would like to read one of her poems to the people.
before I read this, I want to tell you where I was. This is my third trip here. Past my second trip back to Washington, we had a protest in the footsteps of the capital of Washington, Olympia, Washington. It was for a Puyallup girl who was shot in the head by the police. The day after that protest, we were on the Muckleshoot Reservation, which is only 15 miles from the Puyallup Reservation near Seattle. A young Muckleshoot Indian girl was shot by the police with a 3-year-old baby next to her and an infant child. The day after we protested. The police were called on a welfare check for the young girl. So I'm just prefacing this. Well, it just shocks me, like what's happening, and I want you to know, everybody that's here with us, with our Dakota people, the Oceti Sakowin, we need you here. We're happy you're here. We thank God you're here, because those little Indian girls on their own reservation, with the institutions that we have come to believe in, were shot by the police that we trusted. And I'm telling you now, there's more stories I could tell you that are personal, even from my niece Misty Upham. Some people think that this institution is forthright with the great intentions, and I would say so, yes. But who here in this situation is protecting Mother Earth? We Indians are. We have words for our children. Wakanisha means sacred one. Even the institutions they have, they don't treat their children sacred. They don't treat us sacred as they have guns on their holsters, okay? When we call on them, either they don't act or they act too harshly and they kill us. Either they don't act or they act too harshly and they kill us. So when I went to the funeral, I was with somebody that went to talk to the neighbors of that young girl that was shot by the police. I wish that maybe there would have been some help by some natives, that we trust in each other. Even our natives have to trust in each other. And I want to read this poem by my niece, who is Oglala. Her name's Red Fawn Fallis Janice. And she grew up American Indian Movement baby. Her mom is Trudlin Yellowwood. She's my Hunka relative. Trudlin adopted me like Lakotas do and Dakotas do. They bring people in. And I've seen this girl never back down from anything. And in this situation, I want to encourage people to write letters to her while she's in jail. So we will let it be known that none of our people will be forgotten. When you come forward to help us out, if you go to jail, we're not going to forget about you. Red Fawn Fallis was one of the first ones arrested, along with Dave Archambault, the chairman of the Standing Rock Tribe. Red Fawn Fallis is has relatives and related to the Archambault family of the Standing Rock Tribe. Here's her poem she wrote when she was in jail back in September or the end of October when she was arrested. Red Fawn says, "My name is Red Fawn. I am a prisoner of war. My enemies have hunted me 500 years. You know their names. They are kings and queens. They are all the things that are slaves to greed and power. My name is Red Fawn. I am just one flower. I will not die. I will not cry. I will not bend or cower. My name is Red Fawn. My people know my name. They know the sheriff's shame. They know this governor's game. They know that I grow stronger every passing hour. My name is Red Fawn. I hear the people sing. Outside my window now, I hear the people. They sing my name. I believe in God. I believe in the Creator, Tukashila, and we Indian people, we believe in the higher power to protect us. And just the other day, I was here with the clergy that had got arrested. And I thank God that there's probably a clergy in jail with her right now, counseling her. Went to jail with her. God sent that for Red Fawn. God is going to bless Red Fawn. Whatever her trumped up stupid charges are false, because I just came from a place where these Indian girls were shot. So don't put no false charges on my niece for being in the proper place, okay? Everybody here should write a letter to Red Fawn Fallis that's in jail, please. I hope you get hundreds of letters, okay? And myself, I don't think, as professionals they claim to be, I think our Indian people can take care of our own better and teach them. We would go into a place, if they was on a welfare call, we take off our holsters, an Indian person, and say, I come in peace. Not like, boom. There was an Indian man shot in Seattle, 4 seconds. So don't tell me these guys are professional. I know Indian people that believe they're professional. Some of them are right here in our midst. They invest in that professionalism. Pardon me. Indian police kill Sitting Bull. Indian police kill Crazy Horse. Me and my brother here served the U.S. Army and the U.S. Navy. We know how they think. We know, and it isn't prayerful. It isn't prayerful. We sing at night about killing and maiming whilst we're marching. God bless them anyway. But don't think they're the best, because we can train them how to be the best. God bless you all. Tukashila Umankia.
Red Fawn. Thank you. Red Fawn. Thank you, Lexi. Red Fawn. Your name. Red Fawn. If we could take a moment to pray for our sister's release in silence just for a moment, and pray for her heart. Pray for her spirit. Pray for her family who loves her. Just for a moment. Send her your love. And all those who are unlawfully or lawfully incarcerated. With that, we have one more speaker, and then we'll go ahead and make our way back to the park and make it to where people can park there again. My sister Leah was also arrested on October 27th, and I think it's very important for us to stand together across races, across religions, across classes, across these imaginary borders that divide us. And to remember that love has nothing to do with being native, and violence has nothing to do with being European, but that every single person, regardless of race, chooses how they express themselves. And this is not a battle of natives versus Europeans. This is not that. This is a battle of all of the beautiful races of humanity together on the same side. And this time we're fighting our own fear. We're fighting to replace our fear with love. And we stand in solidarity in this battle. And so I'm very grateful to have my sister here, who represents her ancestors, who went through more than what even natives went through. We still have our languages. A lot of European Americans lost their languages thousands of years ago with the Roman expansion. And so we're grateful that you could come and pray with us. And not only support us in our prayer to reconnect the earth, we can support you in your prayer to reconnect the earth. And so thank you for being here. Just share whatever you'd like to say.
My name is Leah Malin Ruth. I come from Virginia. Before that, my family comes from Scotland, Ireland, Germany, England. But I don't know much about the history there, but my sister Lila said earlier about women being burned. That really touched me deeply. So I'm curious. And I want to learn more. I want to forgive more. At first, I just want to say thank you, Lila, for your words and the way that you speak, and your power to unite people. Thank you. And I was arrested on October 27th with probably many of you, with Red Fawn. I got to sit with her. I got to meet her in the F block. We played dominoes together. And she comforted me. She told me, don't be scared. Stand strong. Stay in prayer. Many times. I am here to forgive for many reasons, but one reason that forgiveness is important to me is because I have carried anger that I've been lied to as an American citizen, as a white American citizen. I carry anger that all the places I have lived are in stolen land and built on a broken system. I carry anger that my ancestors have hurt people, and that people of my color still hurt people, and that I have hurt people. Today, I want to forgive myself. I want to forgive my ancestors. I want to forgive my family. Like Lila said, not because what they did or what they do is okay, but because I have to. Because they deserve it, because I deserve to have a weight lifted off so that I can move forward. Put one foot in front of the other, take steps, and hold hands. I'm here today in a humble attempt to be the best ally I can, and I don't know what that looks like. I learn more every day from my brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters in the Youth Council teach me so much, and I love them so much. If you're watching on live, I love you all. Thank you. So I hope that any of you all who have all of our ancestors have hurt people, but in particular, in this culture of white-dominated culture, I hope that those of you who carry that, I hope that we can forgive. Not forget, we can remember, but we can forgive. We can learn and be humble. Thank you so much. I'm really honored, and I just learned so much and gained so much from just letting those words come out my mouth. Thank you.
Oh. Alright, at this point we could maybe sing one more song and send some love to everyone here. And this goes out to a lot of police forces in the world that are doing a lot of very difficult things. We pray too for our brothers and sisters of the Black Hoop, of this medicine wheel, the African American brothers and sisters who are suffering at the hands of police right now. And we pray to meet this punitive justice model, this vengeful justice model, this contemptuous justice model, to meet it and hold it in this circle of love, this restorative justice model, this forgiving justice model, to meet it as we know that the only thing that can heal it is this spirit of war. Just as Martin Luther King said, you can't make the darkness get better with more darkness. Only light can do that. You can't erase hatred with more hatred. Only love can do that. So let's sing our songs that come from our ancestors that speak of love. Whichever one you want.
Oh,
that space. And just close the ceremony right there. And be safe as you walk back. Please don't walk on the road. And I was expecting, you know, like maybe 20 people to show up. I was like, I think I'm crazy, like wanting to forgive this atrocity. But I guess our warriors are stronger than I thought. Thank you, everyone. We'll walk back now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Anyone got a car?
Thank you.
Oh my god. I'm getting my
Hey guys, so thanks for joining all over the world. That was amazing. Over 500 of you live. That is incredible. Keep sharing this out, but when you share it, please share this with the message of love and forgiveness. Share it with where you are in the world, and that you forgive, and that together the world we're making a difference. So I'm going to be closing out this live feed now, and I will be back with you guys later on. Keep sharing this. I love you very much. Peace, love and forgiveness is the only way to solve this. Take care. Bye bye.